Hey guys, Mist here again for another video today, and we're back with our New Jersey Devils franchise mode, and today is like the third day of summer, so gotta get the grind of uploads going. So really quickly, as you can see, our locker room chemistry is at 71%, and we're only about 6 or 7, maybe a little bit more than that, days away from the trade deadline. Okay, 8 days away from the trade deadline. So I did do some pre-scouting, and I am going to look to make some trades. And it is going to involve some players that could potentially join us in the future. But we have so much talent for us that could join the team in the future that I'm also going to be trading away some. I did not mean to go here. So we're going to go to Arizona, and I'm going to be looking to trade away two of my second liners by the name of Pavel Datsyuk and Alexander Semin. So we'll add Semin, and I also need to add a draft pick. I forgot. 1 second. So we will go and add our draft pick. So obviously we could have a very high draft pick in this draft, but I still want to become a better team. If we can make a playoff push, that would be ideal. So we will add something from Arizona. So we will add two forwards. One of them isn't a great forward. We're just adding him just because they want to get rid of him and they don't have the contract space. So Derek McKenzie, and then Ryan Strome from the Islanders we will add. So they do want our second round pick, and they do want to get rid of Derek McKenzie. Derek McKenzie isn't on a bad contract, and he's on his last year of his deal, so I would just get rid of him. But we'll offer that, and trade rejected. Value just isn't there whatsoever, so we are going to have to add more. I just looked at it and I didn't actually try the trade, so hopefully it's not going to be too bad, and hopefully it won't take me too long to put this one through. Alright, so still not looking too good. I will have to add a second rounder instead of a third rounder. How about that? Does that make it better? No, it still doesn't sound good to them. And to be honest, if I have to give up any more than that, I don't know. Table is too far off. So what if we get rid of the 2021, and then we'll add the 2018 and 2019 seconds as well? Will that push it through? No, it will not. All right, so I mean, I have another trade in mind, and I don't really need those guys, but we will look to go look at Buffalo. Yeah, where is Buffalo? Okay, there we go. So Buffalo, there's a player I want by the name of Leon Draisaitl, and as you can see, he has a lot of trade value, and whether I will be able to get him or not, I do not know, but we are going to look to pick him up, obviously. So we will add Carl Grundstrom. Also need to add, I will add Datsyuk since we aren't using him here. Malte Stromwall, and then a 2019 first round pick and a 28. Actually, I'll use my 2017 second round. Buffalo would be over the maximum salary cap. It's because of Datsyuk. He is on his last year, so I wouldn't mind retaining salary from him. And we have plenty of salary to keep. And to be honest, I'll just retain like 50%. Well, I might as well not do all of it. So we'll see how much I can save on Datsyuk. It's not that big of a deal on how much I can save from him, but if I can save some, then I might as well. But like I said, he is on his last year of his contract. So yeah. So if you guys, here, just 1 sec, I will show you guys. If you can see the trade bars, obviously the value is much more in our favor than it is in theirs, but honestly this trade still probably won't go through. So we've basically got double the trade value, but like I said, this trade probably still won't go through, but if it does, then hype. To be honest, I think I'm going to try and get rid of the second. We'll try that, but it definitely won't go through. Your offer is woefully insufficient. And that's what I figured. So we will try to add the 2017 second rounder. Can that do anything? Okay, well, you know what? We're actually kind of close. And to be honest, I do want to get Draisaitl, so we'll add a 20 first round. Actually, let's add a 21 first rounder instead. Will that push it through? It might. Trade rejected still. So Malte Stromwall doesn't have very much trade value, and I think I will get rid of Stromwall, and we will add in our 2017 second round pick instead, which looks good, quite admirably, but the value is just a bit low for us. And yeah, I mean, it kind of is, because Datsuk will probably retire. But to be honest, guys, I do want Draisaitl, and we are going to give up another first. And I think this one might go through. I think I can retain a little bit less since I got rid of Malte Stromwall. Yeah, maybe not. All right, maybe definitely not then. There we go. So 1.5 million on Datsuk. So will this go through? Carl Grundstrom, Pavel Datsuk, with a little bit of retained salary, a 2019, 2020, and 2021 first round pick. For Leon Draisaitl, will it go through? No. Okay, you know what? So they would accept it, but they aren't willing to take on the contract from Datsuk. So we'll add a little bit more. So how about 2 million? Will that push it through? Trade rejected. All right, so you know what? If I have to retain more, I will, because I do want Draisaitl. So we'll do 3 million. How about that? Trade accepted. All right, Leon Draisaitl now on the New Jersey Devils. So we will just do best lines, and I'm still kind of looking to trade. Excuse me, to trade Semin. So we will do that. What I want to trade him for, I don't necessarily know. But so let's add Semin in there. We'll see if there's anybody interesting here. Let's look at someone who is like a rebuilder or a hopeful. So Vancouver's a rebuilder. Let's look at a draft pick from them. Obviously, I did just give up quite a few first. Would I be able to get a first from them, though? More than likely, no. Obviously not this one, but okay, they would have too many skaters anyways. Let's look at a hopeful. So San Jose, they are looking to get rid of their first. And that wouldn't be a bad pickup, because if we have 2 high draft picks, then I wouldn't mind giving up a little bit. So that might go through. They do want our second, and they want to get rid of their first. So will that go through? Trade rejected. Let's see if we can add something else. They have quite a decent amount of contracts. Do I have a goalie I could give up? No. All right, so we'll go back to forwards. I think we might add Malte Stromwall in here. We will see. So look at that. So our first line is going to be Draisaitl, O'Reilly, and Kucherov now. Then we got in the future we got Dalcol, Svechnikov, and Gauthier. I'm gonna have to call Fiala up to play with Palat and someone. So maybe I should look at another forward. Because I got Fiala, Palat, and I will call up, unless I keep Verbata to play with them, I will call up Tom Kuhnhackl. I couldn't figure out his name, to be honest. Okay, you know what? I'd rather not get rid of Malte Stromwall, because he does look pretty decent. Someone that I'm not using in the AHL. Is that Matt Martin? Oh, yeah, never mind. I didn't. Oh, yeah, it was Tom Kuhnhackl. So, yeah, I don't want to give up Kuhnhackl. Let's just give up another pick then. We'll give up like a 4th or something. Let's add in 2 7ths. Or never mind, we can only add in 1 7th. That definitely won't happen. So, 1 second. Oh, man, so much change comes to this team with acquiring these players, but it'll really help us out. Draisaitl has gotten quite a decent amount of points this year. It's quite close to fair value. What if we retain some salary on Semin just because? No? Alright, well, I'm just not going to retain any salary then. So we'll look to do a little bit more trade value than that 3rd rounder. So how about we get rid of Let's get rid of the 2/3 and let's try another second rounder instead. Will that push it through? No. We still are very close to getting this, so let's add in like a 4th. That's a 7th. We'll add, do I have any 4ths? Okay, there we go. 2019 4th rounder. Will that push it through? No. Let's add another 4th if I have it. It wasn't looking too good if I do have any other 4ths, which I do. Alright, so I only have a few, so we'll add a 2018 4th. Trade rejected, so we are going to have to add a 3rd round pick to this. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but we'll add our 2020 3rd round pick. And there we go. So Kevin Fiala will be called up. We do get San Jose's 1st round pick. So in case we do make a playoff push now, we do have a decent draft pick from them. So obviously, we are now listed as a hopeful instead of a rebuilders, which is good. That really helps us out, which is what I was looking at mainly. So if you guys see here, I have 3 scouted players. Obviously, you'd want Nolan Patrick or Maxime Comtois, but I've never actually used Michael Rasmussen, and I might try to pick him up and acquire him in the draft. All right, so we went from 71 up to 74% locker room chemistry by making those trades. And we are only currently 3 points off of 3 points off of a playoff spot. So O'Reilly has the better face-off, so we will do that, I'd say. Yeah, we'll do that. So there we go. That looks good. Then Fiala, Palat, and Verbata. I don't know who has the best face-offs out of them. So Fiala does. Then Buma, Martin, and Foligno probably still keep them like that. We'll put Etem back on the top or on the 3rd line, and then Martin playing down there. Who's got the better face-offs? Nordstrom does. Then how about Buma and Foligno? Foligno does. Defensively, we've got Clefbaum and Bigris still. Shen and Seidenberg. I do want Chychrun up there instead of Shen. Yeah, we'll do. Okay, for the rest of the season, I'm going to put Chychrun on the top line with Clefbaum, then Biggers and Seidenberg, with Shen and Kempny on the bottom pair, and we'll see how that goes. And then obviously in goal, we still have Eunice Corpusalo. If he could step it up a little bit, though, that would be ideal. He's not doing terrible, but that's not really a great goals against average and save percentage. So we will look to make a playoff push. So we are only 3 points behind Washington. We definitely could make a playoff push, and obviously that's the ideal occasion as of right now. So we'll simulate up to the trade deadline, and my controller batteries are low, so I am gonna have to go and grab other batteries really quickly, guys. I will do it in a sec, though. So with the new team, we do win our first game, and then we get smacked around in the second game. All right. Yeah, trade block is almost upon us. Good to know. All right, so we will simulate this Washington game because it's a very important one. If we can beat them, then we might be in a better spot. We are. All right, so really quickly we will see where we are. Okay, so we're still 2 points behind Washington, but those were 2 big points that we got against Washington, which is really good. So we'll simulate up to this Philly game, and I will be right back, guys. I am going to go grab some batteries. I am sorry. All right, good timing. Oh man, we are now positive with Draisaitl on the team, which is really good. We'll simulate up to this Islanders game if my controller wants to work. All right, not looking good with the controller right now. Alright. I'm just going to put my new batteries in now. Then, very unprofessional. I'm very sorry, guys. I did not think my batteries were that low. Oh, that was loud. I'm very sorry about that. Alright, so we'll simulate up to this Islanders game against Philly. They are not a great team. They're 26-37 and like 6, and we lost to them. Then we get an OT win against Pittsburgh. Against Columbus, we beat them. Against New York, we beat them. Against Toronto, they aren't as great of a team either. We beat them. Carolina's a hella good team. They're about to drop 50 wins, and we beat them. Dallas is a really good team as well. We beat them. We are currently on a 6-game win streak, and knock on wood, it can continue against the Islanders, who's a good team as well. And I think we might be in a playoff spot as of right now. We're up to 81 locker room chemistry, which is good. We will see where we are at right now. We are 39, 32, and 7, so we are at 83 points because the game doesn't want to load, and the Islanders have already clinched a playoff spot at 97. There we go. So there we are in 4th place, and if we can beat the Islanders here, we have a very good opportunity to continue this playoff push and make the playoffs. Let's see how it goes. Okay, it wasn't working nothing happened for a second. I was so confused. All right, first period 0-0 after 1. Second period we're down 2-0. Evander Kane, then Emerson Etem ties the game. Then Jannik Hansen gets a third period goal, and then we come back to tie the game. Kucherov, then Huberdeau, then Buma. So we are going to overtime, so we can at least get a point, which is a big point. Can we beat them, though? We're going to a shootout, and we do. Draisaitl and O'Reilly. Galchenyuk can't finish it off for the team. Good job, Korpisalo. So those are 2 big points, and that really helps us out for making this playoff push. We will see. The game will load. So we are actually listed as a wild card spot right now, and we are up to 40 wins. So we really brought it back. We were like, what were we when we started simulating? We were 25, 29, and 5, or 29, 25, or 25, 29, and like 3 or something. So we're doing pretty good. We'll simulate this first game against Philadelphia, and hopefully we can get points off them. They aren't the greatest teams, but they are doing okay. We beat them. There we go. Now against Philly once again. Had a 2-day break, though. We'll see how we can see how we fare against them. We do beat them as well. Have we clinched a playoff spot yet? Calling up Kevin Fiala and acquiring Leon Draisaitl have really helped us out. Pittsburgh is not a great team. We lose to them, unfortunately. Let's check the playoff race. How are we doing right now? We are still in a wild card spot at 89 points, and if I do the math really quickly, 45 plus 35 is 80 games, and we will make the playoffs unless someone in the other division can get us out of it, which I don't know if they can. We will go look. So we are in a wild card spot right now at 89 points. Buffalo is at 88, so there's still a chance, but let's go. Come on. I think we can make the playoffs. This game against the Islanders is big. If we can get 1 point, then we might ensure us a spot in the playoffs. We will see how we do. Tavares and Verbata tied at 1. Tavares again doesn't want to give us any breathing room, and Tavares scores a hat trick. Kucherov tried bringing us back, but it just didn't help. That's not good. We still might not be in a playoff spot as of right now, which we aren't. Let's advance a day. I'm pretty sure I just simulated that. Okay, no, we're good. All right, so the Devils in the AHL did not make the playoffs, and right now we're at 89 points, and we aren't in a wild card spot anymore. Buffalo could have beaten us out. Oh, no. They are a point above us, so we need to win this game, and we need to bank on Buffalo losing their game, or we aren't making the playoffs. Oh, frig, this game against Detroit is big. They're a really good team, too. We definitely aren't as good as them. Sidney Crosby's on the team. First period, tied at 1-1 for Bada and Grigorenko. Second period, we're up 3-2. Roussel, then Cronwall, then Roussel again. 2 second period goals from Roussel give us a 3-2 lead, and we could make the playoffs if we win this game, and we need to win this game if we do want to make the playoffs. Power play for the Red Wings. Come on, boys. There we go. Only 8 minutes to go. 7 minutes, 6 minutes, 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes. Come on. Please, Martin Hansel with 55 seconds left. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, we're going to slow sim overtime. Holy frig, man. 55 seconds left. They tie the game. They could have completely just ruined our playoff dreams. We need to win this game, guys. Oh, come on. No, Crosby. I don't know. I don't think a point's enough. We're at 90 points. We're tied with Buffalo, but if Buffalo gets a single point in their next game, we aren't making the playoffs. Oh, no. Oh, edit scouting assignment, of course. Oh man, oh man, oh man, I'm scared. I don't know if we're gonna make it. We've made it! Yes! Buffalo lost their game. Okay, wait, real quick though. 42, 34, and 6 was our record. They finished with less win. Oh wait, no, they finished with the same wins. They had more losses? Yeah, they had more losses? Nope. We literally had the exact same record. What? Is it because they already had 4 teams in their division who made it? Well, I don't think that matters, does it? I'm so confused. Whatever, boys. Let's go. We made the playoffs. Screw the Sabres. Really quickly, I do want to go see where the Sharks landed. So they finished 5th in their division, which ultimately isn't that bad. We could have obviously gotten a better draft pick from them, but you never know. They may move up in the lottery, so we will see. I think we weren't. Yeah, we actually, Edmonton and St. Louis made the playoffs in 17 and 16. We're at Buffalo, man. We literally had the exact same record. We just have, is this why we won it? Regulation plus overtime wins. So that's why we won it, because we had one more than them. I think that's why we got in before them, but that's awesome. We make the playoffs, literally barely squeaking in. Tampa Bay won the President's Trophy. They clinched their conference, which is our conference. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh man, oh what a close race that was. That was ridiculous, man. That was crazy. Wow. Okay. Actually, I wanted to go look, and I forgot to look at San Jose in the entire league. So if the lottery doesn't change at all, we will get the 7th, no, the 9th, 8th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We will get the 8th draft pick, which isn't that bad. Obviously, we could have got better. If we really want to move up, we can. So let's check out the player stats. Nikita Kucherov with 76 points, Leon Draisaitl with 72, Ryan O'Reilly with 66. Kucherov scored 34 goals this year. Palat with 60 points, Verbata with 46, Clefbaum with 43, Roussel with 31, Bouma. So really only our top 2 lines did really well. And then Clefbaum did good. Biggers did okay. He didn't do that great. Fiala had 10 points in 23 games. That's not too bad. That's actually not too bad. So he was. I'm glad we called him up then. Yeah. All right. How did Korpisalo do? I think he really poured it on, unless it was our offense. Yeah, so he finished with a 262, so he did improve by a decent amount, by like 30 points, and brought his save percentage up quite a decent amount, so that is good. Let's go check the entire league to see goaltending stats and player stats. I don't think Korpisalo will be up there for the Vezina or anything, but we will see. Starter, Jonathan Quick with a 209 and a 931, so he's definitely winning the Vezina. We will see who played on the Predators. I will go look at that really quickly because I am intrigued to see who made it so easy for Quickie. So we'll look at defensemen. Let's see. All right, so Dougie Hamilton, obviously great. Mark Giordano, the two Calgary boys. Eric Johnson, Mark Streit, John Moore, and Ben Chirot. Never known how to pronounce that, but so yeah, they have a pretty good defensive core. Let's look at their forwards. We'll see. Brad Marchand had 67 points for them. Guentzel, 66. Sorry, I was gonna say 39. I was looking at assists for a sec. Henrik Sedin, Eric Stahl. So you know what? To be honest, they aren't that as great of a team as I thought they were. And it's kind of upsetting that Calle Jarnkrok's up to a 85, and Kevin Fiala has better potential than Jarnkrok, but he is a lot younger at the same time. So, damn, that is crazy. They really don't have the craziest of teams, but anything can happen, and I did not mean to do that. Let's go back here to look at the stats again. I meant to go look in the entire league and see who is going to win some trophies this year. So, oh my, Tavares had 102 points. He, wow, 102 points. He will win the Art Ross. I don't know who he's playing with. Evander Kane's up to an 89 overall. Tavares was a 97, so I mean, you know, who else is playing with them? Man, Malkin back on the Pens. Huberdeau probably playing with them as well. Damn, that's crazy. So, who had the most assists this year? Huberdeau with 66. Obviously, he definitely is assisting those goals to the man, the myth, Tavares. But holy frig, Crosby broke 50 goals this season, boys. What a stud. Wow. All right. Rocket will go to Crosby, and Tavares will pick up the Art Ross. That is crazy, crazy good. Good job, Tavares. Hopefully Kucherov or someone else can get up there one day. I would love to see it, especially I usually don't get players to drop a lot of trophies, so or win a lot of trophies, not drop them. Like, you know what I mean. All right, we will see who we face in the playoffs. We are going against the President's Trophy winners because we literally just squeaked in. So that's kind of upsetting. I'm not gonna lie, but you never know. Anything can happen. It's playoff time, baby. Let's go. Well, so we'll see how we do there. Hopefully we can do something, and we'll look at their team in the next episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. Looks like those trades really did help us out. Awesome. There we go, boys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.